Bio at the buzzer making its return, but this time it is to TikTok. You guys have been showing insane love on the TikTok since I did kind of convert it over, so I figured why not? Let's start putting it in videos and getting more of you guys to come over. Basically what this channel is going to be is me reacting to trades, reacting to comments you guys leave, and all sorts of different stuff that is sports related. So if you guys want to go check that out, the link is in the description down below. What is going on, guys? It is your boy Bio2k, and today, man, I'm going to be bringing you guys a video talking about a massive market crash that we are going to be seeing this weekend and how to take advantage of it in full effect here. So if you guys don't know, there was a leak a few days ago that did actually consist of the brand new New Year's packs. It's actually last week that this did happen, or not New Year's packs. I don't know why I said All-Star Weekend packs. Yeah, so basically what the leak is a Dark Matter Tracy McGrady, a Dark Matter Kobe Bryant, and a Dark Matter Westbrook. I don't really, know how to feel about the fact that we are getting Dark Matters already. The only positive to this, I feel like, is because, they've actually been balancing cards pretty nicely so far this year. So I feel like, us getting Dark Matters really isn't that big of a deal. And who knows, maybe, the game will start picking up and everything, and people will start enjoying it more. I don't really know, but hopefully... like I said, they stay balanced. So, like I said, with Kobe, I could definitely see him being able to play the point guard position. And if that is a case, I really wouldn't be surprised if T-Mac ends up playing point guard as well. We do also have the Russell Westbrook card, who I just already think is going to be outdated. I know it sounds crazy. I know I haven't seen the stats yet, but I just don't see how Westbrook is going to be better than some of the point guards that are already in this game. But who knows? But yeah, 3 Dark Matters being added into packs, and them being the very first Dark Matters, and combining it with the fact that we have 2 really big names in 2K, in T-Mac and Kobe, there is definitely going to be a huge market crash, and I'm going to tell you guys how to take advantage of it in this video. If you guys do enjoy this video, do me a favor and kill that like button, and if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to consider hitting that subscribe button. And yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it and talk about how you guys can make some MT in this game. First things first, obviously there is going to be the players that are going to be tanking in price. Now, what I mean by that is I think that there's going to be a good amount of cards that are going to be dropping in price, mainly because, again, of the whole Dark Matter effect. Now, do I think every single card is going to completely tank? No, I think there's still going to be ones that do still hold value. Guys like Paul George, I still think is going to hold, proper value. I think Ben Simmons, I mean, the thing is with Ben is already cheaper than I thought he was, and even an evoed out version of Ben is actually relatively cheap. So if you are a no money spend player, I don't think that there is an excuse for you not to have Ben on your team. I genuinely think that Ben should be on everybody's team at this point. But nonetheless, I think Ben's price might go down a little bit because, again, he even is a buy now already, which is surprising. So I could definitely see that. Guys like LaMelo Ball are a prime example of what I really want to talk about. LaMelo is a buy now. He's still sitting around that 80K, 90K range. But I will say this, I think he's going to drop a lot. So if you guys are holding onto a LaMelo Ball, unless you have one that's super badged out or whatever, I would definitely look to maybe sell and then buy him back later, because he's a prime example of who I think is going to end up dropping in price. I mean, LaMelo is still a very good quality point guard still. I mean, this one is 26 Hall of Fame badges. But my whole point is that, he's still a good point guard. He's 6'6". He's got good defense to him. He's got good shooting to him. He's definitely somebody that is still a good quality PG in this game. But because of these new cards, I definitely could see him dropping in price. Same thing with a guy like AK. I mean, again, he doesn't play the same position, but I could see, his price lowering a tad bit there as well. Going into this, a guy like Terry, the dentist over here, I could definitely see him dropping as well. This one's actually going for 320K because of the badges. Nice. But again, this is going to be a prime example to pick up a lot of badged out cards. And I really think that's what you guys really want to focus on as well. Terry's already a buy now, as I did say. And honestly, he is better at the shooting guard position than at the small forward position. So unless you have one that is super badged up, I would definitely look to sell Terry and pick him back up when his price does crash. Because again, he already plays that prime position that these other 2 guys do play in. And I think that is obviously going to matter a lot. Another guy that I do see dropping here in price, not the glitch cards, is going to be a guy like Michael Jordan. I mean, Jordan doesn't have all that much value already, but I really wouldn't be surprised if he does end up pushing around that buy now range. I mean, I'm really thinking that we are going to get a massive crash. I know some people might think that it's not going to be that bad, but with Dark Matters being in packs, that is just the start of all these other cards dropping. And we also don't even know what opals we're going to be getting. These are just the Dark Matter. So if we get, since we're already getting the T-Mac and the Kobe, who arguably could be playing the one. We could also be seeing some other all-star content. Like we could be getting a new magic in the game. We could also be getting who else could we get? I'm trying to think of like all-star weekend cards, but there's just definitely a good variety of cards that could be tanking the auction here. So there's definitely, I want you guys to be on the lookout for a lot of different players to crash. I mean, I'm trying to think of a center we could potentially get for the all-star thing that could tank guys like Wilt and maybe even AD. Again, I could see a little bit of a drop with them. Nothing too crazy though, because as of right now, we don't know about any centers dropping. So maybe the centers will still be able to hold their value. I just want to go through here and then just see, because I feel like I'm definitely missing like these Kobe's right here, right? 75th Kobe and the Signature Series Kobe. Definitely, again, another example of a card that I genuinely think you could pick up a badged version for really cheap. Like these ones, like this one has 30 Hall of Fame badges. Obviously, he's still going to hold a lot of value, and that one's going to still go for a lot. But some of these other ones that have like 2, 3, 4 additional Hall of Fame badges, like I wouldn't really be surprised if they do kind of push that 100 to 130, 50K maybe, you know, range, where you could actually look to make some good MT off of that as well. Again, a guy like KD's a little bit questionable. This one has 30. This one has 32. But look, I actually just made a video on this. This is a prime example of what I am talking about. This one has 30 Hall of Fame badges and has almost a 700K bid already. And this one is he's at graded 7, and nobody's even touched this card yet. That is a prime example of what I mean by graded cards are not good for, like, you know, it's just basically losing you MT. I'm not even joking. But again, a guy like LeBron, I could actually see LeBron maybe lowering in price as well if we do get maybe another forward. I don't really know who we would get there, but I mean, LeBron is even a guy that I've been seeing people sell. Steph, I mean, as much as this pains me to say, wouldn't even surprise me if he does get towards that buy now range. Chris Paul, I mean, he already is a buy now. I could see his price dropping even more. I mean, there definitely is a lot of different cards in this game that I feel like are going to be dropping in price. Same thing with Kawhi. Same thing like I was just talking about with Terry here. This Kawhi could be lowering in price as well. Kawhi is still a great card too, by the way. Like, just because there are dark matters coming into the game does not mean these cards are losing, you know, their like actual value. They could just be dropping in price a little bit. Now, this man right here is the main one I wanted to talk about. Klay Thompson here, the Signature Series one that everybody has come to love. Badged out one of these cards, or badged out Klays, I do think are going to be dropping in price as well. Again, he is not going to be a dark matter, or he is a Galaxy Opal, and with dark matters coming out, a lot of these big spenders that are hanging on to these, you know, Klays and all these other cards, they're going to be selling them because they don't need them anymore. They're going to be going after the new best cards, and both of them are already going to be shooting guards. So I could see Klay taking a massive hit in price. I'm not telling you guys to immediately just go out and fling your cards up on the market. I'm just letting you guys know I definitely expect a market crash coming this weekend and maybe look to sell some of these guys back. I'm actually debating on selling my Klay. It is a little hit or miss though. Mine does have 2 additional Hall of Fame badges in it. I think one of them is Bullet Passer, and I forgot what the other one is. I probably could just check, but it don't really matter that much. But yeah, so like I said, there's going to be a good amount of things that I could just honestly see. I mean, we even got the limited edition stuff here with guys like Harden. I could potentially see Harden dropping as well. The reason why is Harden is really good, but again, if you get that Kobe Bryant that can play the one, even a guy like Lonzo is going to be dropping in price. Lonzo's a very good defensive PG, but you guys know Kobe, T-Mac, if they get that defense, I mean, they're just going to be so good. And it's going to be one of those more annoying things that you're going to have to go up against. Even a guy like Jalen Rose. Jalen Rose is really solid, but the name Jalen Rose does not hold nearly as much value as a name like Kobe Bryant or Tracy McGrady. Also, with the market crashing and everything, you guys know that, you know, on Friday with these new packs coming out, I don't think base set players I think got put back into circulation, but mainly, you know, NBA Series 1 cards and Heat Check cards, definitely expect these to drop in price. And I truly mean like tank in price. I think people are going to go crazy this weekend because you guys got to remember, not only are we going to be getting like everybody doing pack openings and stuff Friday, but also it is All-Star Weekend content, which we are also going to be getting different cards you know, throughout the weekend from the different events and stuff like that. And because of that, more packs, more heat checks on circulation. Definitely expect a crash with those as well. And same thing with coaches, you know, jerseys, all that sort of stuff. So, you know, it's not just players. You could definitely see a crash in a lot of these other stuff and look to invest maybe for collector level, like whatever you guys want to do. Definitely though, just be ready for the huge market crash. I honestly think this is going to be the biggest market crash we've had this year, like without a doubt. So I would definitely expect to see a lot of things happen, man. So either way, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. Good luck with this market crash, and I hope you guys make a ton of MT. And yeah, peace.